Hello everyone, just a quick heads up, at some point during this stream my kid is going to wake up. At that point I will be taking a break to get some food for him so he can get fed and continue to play. We have the niece here who will be assisting in watching him, playing with him while I do the stream, but he's kind of on the tail end of a rather short nap, I think. So that's kind of what we're looking at going into the stream. That having been said, let's get into some encounters. Looks like everybody can hear me pretty well. We'll go ahead and kick up some tunes. Apparently I need to turn my headset down. Alright, I saw Shark Lord in the chat briefly. Welcome, Shark Lord. Hopefully you had a good morning and a great night last night. Looking to get a good number of encounters done today. Well, if possible, I'd like to hit 1,000. We'll see just how able we are to do that. Hey, Jace, welcome. Also, Shark Lord, sad news. The 19.8k we left off on last night has been reduced. Pretty sad. But oh well. We'll get over it. I have not got any shinies yet. Also, Slow Bros, I love the name. Welcome to the channel. Eddie Spaghetti, welcome. Thank you so much. Very kind. Yeah, Shark Lord, it is pretty sad. Left off on a huge win last night with 19.8k. I think we had 19,801 subscribers yesterday, and then it got reduced overnight to what it is now, but no harm, no foul. It'll be back up. It goes up and down. For as much as we climbed up during yesterday's stream, going down 5 isn't really that bad. We'll survive. Evidently my Wii was not ready to send my Jirachi through the bonus disc quite yet. Let's see if it's ready now. Does not look like it is. What's taking so long, little Wii? Wow. That was horribly behind. Slow Bros just subscribed. Thank you so much, Slow Bros. Welcome to the community. We do a lot of shiny hunting here. Not a lot of shiny finding though, but a good amount of shiny hunting. I have already been given a Jirachi gift? What is going on? What? What? Excuse me? Oh, it's a different nature. Did things just happen so fast? What happened with that encounter? Okay, I just did that one so fast I didn't even see it. That's insane. 33R44. I am doing this on officialist hardware you can. Yeah, I'm not doing this via emulation. So, I got my handy dandy GameCube right here. Awesome Wavebird controller going on. I have Pokemon Sapphire in the bottom down here in the Game Boy player. This cable is hooked up to my Nintendo Wii via the controller port. Wii is using the GameCube bonus disc to give myself the Jirachi. The only thing that's not as 100% legit as it could be is we are intentionally corrupting our save file to avoid an 8-minute long encounter. Instead, we'll be getting them in about 1:45. So that's I'm corrupting my save on purpose to reload to a point where I did not have said Jirachi. Yeah, the discs are going for like $200 when I bought it. So that was about a year ago, I feel like. Oh no, that was 2 years ago. My bad. I've been doing this hunt for just about 2 years. Off and on, of course. I've been doing it off and on for 2 years. I haven't just been, you know, only streaming this for the last 2 years. In fact, this has only been about 2 months worth of consistent streaming. I had a baby pretty soon after starting my initial hunt. I started in July of 2022. Then had my kid in November. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet also came out around that time, like the day of. And I just put it on the back burner while I played through some Scarlet and Violet. Got done with that and decided I'm going to pick it back up and see if we can't get this shiny Jirachi. But yeah, doing this on original hardware is hella expensive right now. It's about a $500 investment. If you were to get it just for the sake of shiny Jirachi, it is a $500 shiny. Oh shoot, dang, I can't remember if I saved once or twice. That's not gonna be good. Okay. Okay, there's save one. Okay, pretty confident. Only saved once. Would I ever do a Yu-Gi-Oh game like Yu-Gi-Oh Master? No, I would not. I thoroughly enjoyed playing the Yu-Gi-Oh card game up until 5Ds came out. After that, it kind of went downhill in a handbasket really fast. Can't say that I've enjoyed anything past the original 2 arcs, but the card game was fun. I never really enjoyed playing the actual games. You're not shiny hunting it, but have all official hardware except you don't have the disc. So tried to do it on an emulator on a homebrew Wii, but for some reason can't get it to work. Dang. Yeah, I couldn't help you there. I haven't really messed around with... I know it's possible to emulate the hunt. I just have no idea how to go about actually doing it. If I don't get this at around 2000, I will probably be RNG manipulating for the rest of the time I spend hunting it, but who knows. Like, I do want to struggle through it to get it naturally, but just with how long this has taken me, I'm good to spend the hours, but at the same time, I also want to ensure that I can get everything done that I need to before bank shuts down, and we've had no word that it's going to, but there's no guarantee that it won't either, so there's kind of an artificial time limit that's going to be placed on this shiny hunt that I have to get it at some point. And getting it is going to take precedence over the prestige of getting it on time, or, you know, getting it naturally. Oh gosh dang it, I need to reset. Come on. Recently, you found yourself playing Gen 3, including Coliseum and XD? Nice. Great, phenomenal games. Over the newer games, and that's part of the reason you hacked your Wii, so you could back up your save file from Ruby to add custom events. Okay, okay. Doing some Gen 3 emulation on the Nintendo Wii, huh? When I went through Pokemon Emerald to hunt all of the events, I used a DS with an R4 card. Play Ruby on an SP with cartridge, but with the link cable you use. Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right. Yeah. The hacked Wii will let you do that. I forget about that. You recently got you some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There you go. I don't know, the whole like synchronization monsters ruined it for me. Like, in a matter of 3 turns, you can have a monster with like over 5,000 attack power chillin'. I just thought it was a bit absurd. I mean, Don't get me wrong, I ran a pretty awesome Joey / Kaiba themed deck. It was really awesome. And within about 5 turns, I could have pretty much unstoppableness, but there was a lot of setup that could be done to avoid my plan. Basically, my entire deck was set up to get 5 cards out on the field. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I ran Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Had 3 of those. Had my 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon, my Fusion Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. When they allowed it, I had my Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. 3 different ways to bring it onto the field. Had a few different ways to get it back onto the field. So within a matter of like 6 turns, I could have Blue Eyes Shining Dragon out and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon again. It was pretty bad. And add a couple of trap cards in there, and Blue Eyes Shining Dragon couldn't be touched. It's like I have no idea if that card's even still legal now. I actually question if I even still have my Yu-Gi-Oh deck floating around. But it's been a hot minute since I've even played Yu-Gi-Oh! I know I sold a few of my cards out of my deck. What are my plans for when I get the shiny? That is a great question. My plans for when I get a shiny will be first and foremost to create a save state with the shiny on the game. I will then be trading that shiny on up to Pokemon Home as fast as possible. And then I will be moving on to shiny hunting Manaphy, Poipole again, and maybe a shiny Celebi hunt, but I'm really going to be after the Agato Celebi as well. So that's like the next foreseeable future on my channel, is going after those specific 5 to 6 Pokemon. In that order too. Want to get those first and foremost. Then I may resume my save state for Generation 3 for this game and play through with a shiny Jirachi. That is something that could be on the horizon. Shark Lord, I want to say Zygarde just for the lulz, and because I know how big of a pain it's going to be. The idea behind doing these hunts is to get them just in case they do decide to close down Pokemon Bank in 2025. There's been no rumors about it. There's been no word on it. I can't imagine them keeping it open forever, but I'm sure they'll keep it open until every Pokemon is available on the Switch in some capacity. At that point, I could see them porting all of the games over to the Switch and just moving it to a Switch server. I could see them just being like, okay, Legend ZA has the Simi monkeys on them as well, so now we're able to just discontinue 3DS support altogether. We don't know what's going to happen, so gotta get the shinies as fast as possible to ensure that I can have them in my collection. I want to receive them as legitly as possible. Though, if we are being perfectly honest, if I had a mind to, this one should be an impish nature. If I had a mind to, I could just use a file for the Jirachi and put it straight into my game, because as far as any system checker is going to be concerned, that Jirachi would have been legitimate 100%. Like, even a hacked Jirachi in Gen 3 is going to be legitimate if pulled from the files, because you can only have 9 of these different Pokemon. The files are straight up those 9 Jirachi. Also, I managed to screw up my save, so I get to do an 8-minute encounter. To shiny hunt a Ghetto Celebi, there is a custom script which can be patched onto Ruby Sapphire to encounter it in the early game forest, which will be considered legit. Was that an event that Amablissy did? However, it does need to be done on a Japanese copy of the game. The only version of Ruby and Sapphire that you can get specifically a Gato Celebi on and have it be considered legit is a Japanese copy of the game. Because it just doesn't exist naturally in the English version. But yeah, I did see his legit Jirachi event that he did, and I am kind of curious on how to get it to work. It would be super nice if he sold e-reader cards that were pre-made, so I didn't have to figure out how to get his code onto an e-reader card to begin with. Like, I watched his video on it, and it just seems so absurdly difficult to even print the dang thing. So you could do it without making the e-reader card. That's convenient. Might be worth looking into at that point. I didn't know that that was a possibility. Oh, he might have. I've only seen specifically the Jirachi one that he made. And he did reference a few other videos that he had done, like the Celebi and the such. So that makes sense. Ooh, this is... I would love to have this game, this save file specifically, be my playthrough. This Torchic is female. And it looks like it packs a pretty good punch. Oh, I believe it. Yeah, some of that stuff's really wild and confusing. It did seem a little bit easier than RNG manipulation, though, not gonna lie. But I just did think, I thought it was really cool that it would give you a legitimate Pokemon just because of how it's coded. It's pretty impressive. But after I do my shiny hunting and get all that squared away, my next order of business is to do an entire Gen 1 through 9 Let's Play. Maybe do some Nuzlockes on some of them. I just got my 3DS back in the mail with a capture card installed in the back of it, so ready to do some business. That was in anticipation of shiny hunting Manaphy, but I do got generations 1 through 7 on the DS that I can play through. You know, aside from generation like 3, of course. I feel like it is Shark Lord. I found the guy's website, you know, just 3dscapture.com. Paid him through PayPal, mailed in my DS, and he installed the capture card and sent it back. Okay, so I have a pretty decent hitting Torchic. Had a good attack. I'm wondering if her Mudkip's going to be Herculin or not, or if it's going to be Cream Puff. Yeah, anything prior to Gen 5, there's like no shiny locks. Okay, this Mudkip's pretty beefy. Now, as long as he doesn't crit me, I'm good. Yes. Yeah, and Shadow Lugia and Ho-Oh. They had to be super lame. It's pretty sad, honestly. Like, it would be great to have a shiny Shadow Lugia. Or a shiny Ho-Oh obtained. But yeah, I kind of want to do, when I'm done shiny hunting with these mythicals, I kind of want to do a Professor's Oak challenge, generations 1 through 9. Hey, thanks 33R44 for the luck. Thanks for hanging out in the stream and chatting with us. It's nice to talk to other shiny hunters and other enthusiasts that know what's what with the Pokemon hacks and glitches and everything. Ooh, got an 8-minute reset instead of a 10. Epic. Okay, now is this ready? See ya. Back-to-back stream. I mean, there was a video released in the middle of it, but we had a giveaway video go out. Yes, I was able to stream today. Didn't quite feel well enough to do homework this morning. But my cough suppressant is working pretty good. So I'm not like coughing up a lung this stream, so that's a bonus. Just doing the grind, hoping we get this shiny Star Boy. Still going to SOS hunt Pancham during the Zygarde raids. Sharklord, I wish you the sincerest best of luck with those Zygarde raids. Getting a team of people together that can effectively get through said Zygarde raid is like I wish you all of the luck in the world, because the main struggle with finding that shiny is just getting through the freaking raid to see if it's shiny. Junior says it will shine soon. I'm hoping so. I would honestly at this point much rather jump over to Manaphy, just because I know that this one has taken me so friggin' long. Like, originally I was feeling really strongly about the 2000 range for finding the shiny, but I'm really vibing with 1200 recently. Also, I got hit with a wave of being super tired a few moments ago. That was crazy. Going for a shiny EV starter in Pokemon XD as we speak. Best of luck, Junior. That's wild. I could not imagine soft resetting to get a shiny Eevee in that game. On the bright side, here in June, I'm going to have a multitude amount of time to dump into this shiny Jirachi hunt. It's also why I hope to find it soon, is I would rather use that time to shiny hunt Manaphy. But I will have a good amount of time to shiny hunt. Got a baby due in June. When that happens, I'll be off for a good amount of time, helping my wife with the baby. But for the most part, I'll be able to watch baby and hang out and stream for a good amount of time. Like, it should be pretty easy to stream for 4 hours every day during that time period, because I will be up with the newborn until like 2 or 3 in the morning. Not that the baby will be up. I shouldn't say it that way. It's just me and my wife found that with our firstborn, we took shifts. So she got early morning, I got late night. So I would go to bed at like 2 or 3, and then I would be asleep for 4 hours. She would wake up with the baby, and then she would go to bed, you know, at 10. I would stay up an extra 4 hours with the baby so that we could get 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Worked pretty good for us. So we're going to do that again with the next one. You have a friend who is trying to get into Pokemon using a DS. What would you recommend for her to start on? It's going to be expensive, but I mean, if she's got original DS, I would recommend a cartridge version of Pokemon Emerald, personally. If DS specifically, I would say get Heart Gold. It's a huge investment, but Heart Gold, Soul Silver would be such a better experience compared to Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum. The options are Heart Gold, Soul Silver, DPPT, Black. Oh yeah, Black White. Do Black and White. Absolutely all the way. I forgot. I cannot believe I forgot. Black and White. It's going to be the cheapest option to get into it most of the time with the best experience. But Heart Gold would be the next best. I am Generation 4 biased, though. I did not enjoy Generation 4 that much. Jace is back from the pool, and it's cold. I mean, to be fair, it is April, so, like, we have that going for us. Speaking of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, that's where the song's from. Gotta ask Kurt to make me a special Pokeball. That in Black and White is just an amazing story. Black and White is better than Black 2, White 2 in some regards, just due to the story. Black 2, White 2 is a true sequel, so it does pick up where it left off, kind of. Sorry. But 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend. I feel like I might have saved too many times. Let's find out. Okay, there's twice. Okay. I enjoy Black and White 2 because Roxy is a gym leader. And Roxy is like one of my favorite gym leaders ever. Yes, Black 2, White 2 is a little cheaper. That's because it wasn't as popular. All right, well, it's been about 50 minutes. We have 20 encounters. Doing pretty good with time. And that is even with a 8-minute reset in there. Typically, we should be getting about a reset every 2 to 3 minutes. So we should be at 25 encounters-ish. But 30, or 20 isn't bad at all. I'll take it. Oh man, there's that wave of Sleepy again. I'd say if your friend could stand playing them in Japanese, to get the Japanese copy, because those are even cheaper. Doesn't know any Japanese and is interested in the story. So yeah, playing in a foreign language probably isn't ideal. I hope I saved twice. Right now, I genuinely have no idea. I did not save the correct number of times. We have an 8-minute encounter. Time to stretch. That got the blood pumping a little bit better. I do kind of miss the Wii telling me I've played too long. It's like, you've been playing for 5 hours. Consider taking a break. And Metopia, which still does it on the Switch version. Nice. Oh, goodness. Hopefully we're not starting that up. I think those ones were genuine coughs, though. I actually should bust out my Switch and play some Wii Sports. or Nintendo Switch Sports, rather. I'm still waiting for the time when I actually find a shiny starter doing this. Like, that is still within the realm of possibilities. We've been streaming for an hour. That means I get to update that hour counter. I don't know, I would still enjoy finding a shiny starter. No, somebody unsubscribed. Oops. Yeah, I wouldn't be upset if I found a shiny starter by any means. It's not like I feel like it's going to detract from my obtaining a shiny Jirachi because the two are unrelated. Pancham also calls Pangoro, and you already have one. Best of luck on that one there, Shark Lord. I do wish I could dual hunt this Jirachi, but that would be very insane. You're making some paper claws. Nice, sounds entertaining. Yeah, Sunday streams are not it for the viewer count, are they, Shark Lord? Ah, there's the 798 back. Well, that sounded like a baby might be up a little bit, maybe. Yeah, they really do. That, and ironically enough, weekdays, when people are supposed to be at work. Oh, 7 minute. Ooh, 7 minute respawn. There we go. 7 minute encounter. That just means I was on point. Looks like my Wii wasn't quite ready. There we go. Okay, I know I did 2 encounters. Gosh dang. I lost track of my saves. very least, I should be getting settling into a groove. Since the chat's not going crazy right now, does definitely leave more time to focus on what I'm actually doing instead of reading. Just 60 left until 1,000. Feels weird. Just because how long it's taken, and I know how easily I could have gotten to 1,000 encounters doing another hunt. But I do have a baby in the other room that is awake from his nap, so he is going to need to have some food put in his belly. So I think after this next cycle here, I'm gonna go retrieve him, get him squared away for the duration of the stream. I've got about 45 minutes left that I want to stream for, so do I have a talent? Patience and perseverance, I guess. I have a talent for being able to do the same repetitive menial task over and over and over again. But in all actuality, I am kind of good at building stuff, but I'll be right back in a few moments. Gonna get my kids squared away here. What am I looking for? Intro. There it is. should be back. Get down to where I can control my input devices here. What have I missed? E, welcome back. Yes, we can see the message. YouTube's been messing up your live chats recently. Welcome, E. I'm pretty sure I checked this one. We're just gonna double check and verify. It's been getting better, happens less often. Yeah, that's a weird issue for YouTube to just be like, nah, you can't chat. I did turn my mic down a little bit because my son is eating in the living room like 10 feet away. So, trying to mitigate the noise there. Okay. I'm pretty sure I only saved the one time. Yeah, no worries, Z. Okay, there's save file 1. And here's 2. Okay, cool. Ooh, looks like my deal wasn't ready for me here. You're thinking of trying yourself? Best of luck there, E. This is not a good joke, Shiny. Hey, stop saying his name. I don't need people on stream knowing our names. Ooh, we went up a sub. Getting closer and closer again to that 18.8K. Unfortunately, it's a number that moves up and down. Why are you not loading? Thank you. And there, went down. See? Up and down. It moves up and down quite frequently. Still, get kind of excited when it does go up. I think it'd be cool if someone made something for the GameCube where you could make GBA games and send them to a GBA. Unfortunately, the GBA doesn't have any memory internally that it can like store stuff on, really. Yeah, I mean, every device has some sort of internal memory, but it's just usually the operating system that it has to work with. It's, like you said, usually small enough that it's negligible at best. Just enough for Mario Kart multiplayer. Okay, yeah. Save file is corrupted. Putting the odds up there makes you feel like I'm going to get it less. Maybe a little bit, but the odds are the odds. They are just a lot less in my favor than they would be on Scarlet and Violet. Gotta put it up there for all of the people that are only used to shiny hunting on Scarlet and Violet. Because I can't remember right off the bat what the number is most of the time. Last time was I a bit more cheery? Yes, I was. Last time I was a lot less sick, I think. I'm pretty run down at the moment, gonna be honest, and for the most of the stream, I was fighting falling asleep, so gotta moved around a bit. I did sleep pretty good last night, but still only 6 hours. On some amoxicillin now. Should be on the mend and getting better over the course of the next few days, but yeah. Last night I was like coughing up a lung trying to stream. It was wonderful. It's like I do got more homework than I would like to do that I need to get done before Tuesday. And it's getting down to the wire the last 9 weeks before my kid arrives. So a lot of time being spent making sure everything's ready to go as we can have it be. So overall, just a lot of stuff going on right now that it's like maybe having time to stream isn't the priority, but still trying to make it happen as often as I can to keep some sort of semblance of a schedule and a routine. But I also have a final coming up that I need to work on as well, so no worries. Even the thought that you want to buy a membership if you weren't broke is still pretty awesome in my book. Yeah, I've been sick for like a month straight. I think I got sick back in March. Had, you know, my voice was, I was losing my voice, still streamed. then I feel like I got better for like a week, and then the flu kicked in for a week, and then like my family got over being sick with the flu, and then by the time I got over it, my immune system was so weak I just got sick with something else right off. So went to the doctor yesterday, got some like amoxicillin. That's been in my system for just about 24 hours now, so still starting to feel a little bit better, but it's slow. Yep, Shark became a mod. Pretty much for no other reason than why not. And they're pretty consistently here, so both Shark Lord and Wookie Spooky doing some definite hype squad work over there. So far, I don't think anybody's really had to do any chat moderation, to be honest. Like, especially today, there's like 2 people in the chat right now, so not really an issue. Still waiting to get back to a day where there's like 80 people in the stream concurrently. Yesterday was pretty good. We had like up to like 30, 45, I think, at one point. So not like the best ever, but still pretty decent. The good old days, like a week ago, right? Yeah, I took like a week and a half off of streaming, I think. And people treated it like I was gone for a month. We do try to keep the channel PG-13. Family friendly, as another way of saying it. Like, if he's still trying to eat macaroni and cheese, you're gonna have to help him a little bit with it with the fork. Travis, I am not using a modded Game Boy for this hunt. I am using this GameCube here and a Wavebird controller. So we have GameCube here, Game Boy cable going to my Nintendo Wii. We got the Game Boy Advance player right here with my Pokemon Sapphire down here. This cable's going down to my Wii that is running the GameCube bonus disc that's giving the Jirachi away. So all factory hardware, but I am doing it through my GameCubes because that's like the easiest way to get Game Boy Advance playing on the PC so I can record it. I just have my GameCube hooked up to a composite to HDMI out, and then my HDMI is plugged into my capture card. So my GameCube's my Game Boy Advance, my Wii is my GameCube. It's a pretty fun hunt. So no speed ups, no slowdowns, just 100% factory hardware. Yeah, the Wavebird is actually pretty goody. Batteries have lasted a tremendous amount of time. So, pretty good. Nope, no special Game Boy. Just using what Nintendo has made for us. Supposedly, like, back in the Nintendo Entertainment System era, or well, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, they had a cartridge that you could put and convert the Game Boy games into SNES games. And on the 64, they also had a pack that you could put on the bottom of the controller that would help put Pokemon games as 64 games. So, for the most part, Nintendo's always had this kind of Game Boy games can be playing on hardware consoles. So, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I enjoy the setup that we got here. Hey, Whis, welcome. Super Game Boy was awesome. You have one? Epic. Doing well myself, Wiz. How are you? I'm pretty sure I already counted this one. Yes, I did. Super Game Boy makes games slightly faster. I do believe that, simply because it's running on a console, so it should have more memory and RAM than a standard handheld, so it should be able to process things slightly faster than the handheld Game Boys themselves. That would check out. Yeah, I have the 64 attachment to... I think it only works with Pokemon games and Pokemon Coliseum, though. The SNES clock speed messes it up, making the game a bit faster. Super Game Boy 2, only Japan, fixed that, boasting the normal GB clock speed. Random tidbits, good to know. I do need to find the Super Game Boy. I know there was somebody out there that was like turning cartridges for the SNES, or rather Game Boy cartridges for Pokemon games, into actual SNES games. That was pretty cool to see. I watched a YouTube video on that. gotta have the link port. Modded your Wii U recently? I used to have a modded Wii U, but I sold it. I do have a modded Wii though. The reason why I haven't modded my other Wii U is because it's a special edition for Wind Waker. I have the Wind Waker Special Edition Wii U. I'm gonna bump that up. There we go. Better. And I just don't want to damage or otherwise ruin, potentially, my Special Edition Wind Waker Wii U. But then you can't play online and it's only soft modding. I mean, now you can't play online anyways, so... I mean, modding your Wii U is about the only way you can play online now anyways. For the most part. Bruh, what is taking so long with this stupid thing? One away from the like goal. That's what's up. Wait, why is my save file corrupt? That shouldn't be a thing. Try this again. He's fine for a while. He doesn't need it changed right now. Only 3K subs left? Wait, 3K subs left for what? Sub goal? Nah, man. We got like 201. We'll hit our sub goal in 201 subs. Shoot, we did get up to 19,801 subscribers last night, but it seems that it dwindled overnight. we lost like 6 subscribers overnight, which it happens. That number goes up and down quite frequently, so it is what it is. Can't really do much about it. Baby Coin is doing well, or I guess I should start really making a push to refer to him as Copper Coin. Copper Coin is doing pretty good. We will have a new Baby Coin here in just 9 weeks. You want a Gen 3 get 50 Meryl % speed run? As long as it doesn't have to be a female Meryl, I think we'll do all right. I think Meryl are like 75% male. At least that's how it feels. But if I didn't answer the question directly, Coppercoin's doing well. He is happy, healthy, not sick anymore. We got him a little Jeep for Easter that is a 24-volt RC powered remote control car. So I get a remote control RC car. He gets a little Jeep that he can drive around. So we can just go out in the parking lot. I can control his Jeep and he can go for a ride at the same time. And it's the best of both worlds for both of us, I guess. So it's pretty cool. I dig it. Pretty fun little toy for him. We had him out to his grandma's house earlier today, riding in it with his cousin. So they were both jamming to the tunes. Like, this thing's got Bluetooth. Like, this little Jeep is way cooler than it needs to be, but it was like $360. Waste Master Ball on Zigzagoon %. Then, like, you have to play till you get to, like, the 7th gym anyways. At least the 6th. To get the Master Ball. I think I saved one too many times. Oh, well. I mean, it is Gen 3, so, like, it's fun to just play, I suppose. Hey, there it is, 19.8K once again. Still not the record high sub goal, but pretty close. Well, we somehow changed signals on the controller. I am good. I don't think GlitchX City would like that. They are nice enough and kind enough to let content creators use their music in their videos. And I wouldn't want to just upload a video of nothing but my chair and their music. Then just do chair. I could do a live stream with just the chair. But the chair might be a better streamer than I. Like, could you imagine if I did just a live stream and the chair's, you know, shiny hunting, and like it just gets super chat after super chat? And it turns out the chair's just a better streamer than me. Which, honestly, it wouldn't be hard to beat, I don't think, but it would be demoralizing to have been beaten by a chair, I think. But it is a pretty sick chair, so it does have that going for it, at the very least. Mimikyu fan, welcome! It has been so long, like a month or more. Currently playing Jet Force Gemini on the Switch. Need 3 more ship parts. Still getting tribbles. Best of luck. The chair doesn't exactly have a name, but it is a pretty sweet chair. Like, I don't think I've named my chair. You're currently fighting with the Game Boy Color power switch. That is a battle I would rather not pick. I've been there, fighting with that. Off, on, off, on, off, on. Blow on the cartridge. Off, on, off, on. Off, blow on the cartridge. It is a frequent battle. Hit you with the finger burn trick. Me and the Game Boy Color power switch became good friends because I was constantly duplicating my Pokemon. My personal favorite thing to do was to do every starter run on my Pokemon Gold and Silver and Crystal games. So I would go get the starters that I wanted. You know, I would get Cyndaquil, Chikorita, and Totodile. Put them in the box, do the save duplication, or the Pokemon duplication glitch. Go and pick a new starter. And then I would rinse and repeat it until I got all 3 of the starters. And I would make sure that the one that I wanted to lose, or to use for the run, was picked first, so that when I ended up with my final starter Pokemon, I would end up with the starter Pokemon that was strong against my rivals as my preferred main, if that made sense. So I usually ran through the game with Totodile as the main, so I would have wanted him to have Cyndaquil as his Pokemon of choice. So I choose Totodile first, choose Cyndaquil second, and then choose Chikorita third, so that my rival would choose the Cyndaquil and I would be maining the Totodile. But of course I would have all 3, so I just go through with all 3 of them, and that was really fun. then I just stomp his entire team with my Totodile. It called a new 2DS XL volume switch. Update coming soon to a YouTube stream near you. Gem. Ooh. That sounds intense. It's at least 7 minutes old. Jace, what kind of cookies? Chocolate chip. Okay, okay. Alright. Unfortunately, this stream is getting popular at about the time that it's got to end. I'm going to do one more encounter here and then close it down for the night. We have been streaming for just 2 hours at this point in time. Gonna get some setup prep done for some some Nintendo Switch sports. Get dinner going for the family and see if I can have an early bed tomorrow or tonight so that I can be prepared for work tomorrow and all of the stuff that I got to get done tomorrow. As well as that's just going to set me up for a good stream Monday night, because we will be streaming tomorrow night. I should be feeling loads better than I do right now. Stream tomorrow night. And then hopefully a stream Tuesday. And then I'll see if I can get my programming all done Tuesday. And then I'll just have the next 2 weeks that I'll need to do a final. And then I'll be done with my class and have a lot more maneuverability for streaming. And I'm going to be super excited about that. Not having to stress about that. Shark Lord, my stream schedule for tomorrow will begin at midnight. So it's technically a Tuesday stream, but I'm starting at, like, we'll just say Monday night, 11:59 p.m. because that's going to be the easiest to say. And I did figure out how to schedule my streams, so I will also go ahead and do that as well. But we ended off on a cool, fun number, 963. That number may or may not be different next time we are together. And that is Mountain Standard Time, Shark Lord. So an hour later than that, because PST is an hour behind me. We'll catch you guys in another stream. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see y'all later.